Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to bring you another video in the Trailblazer, Tier 8 Light Tank. And this is going to be a much later video than usual, but I've had a busy day, but I still want to bring you one, nonetheless. This is my second ever game in the Trailblazer, but I didn't realise that was my next replay I had saved, otherwise I'd have shown this one and yesterday's video as one video, to show both my first and second game in this tank. But I forgot, a little bit stupid of me, but here we are. And this is the better game anyway. Turning to Felix again, he's in his light tank. I may call it the Trailblazer, it's called the Rip Rod, they're all the same statistically. This is also his second ever time playing that light tank. We are top tier in this game, there's 2 artillery. I'm holding HEP to begin with, in case I run into a light tank in the centre. And with Felix, he doesn't like this light tank, whereas I love it. The first game he played in this light tank, he flipped himself over and died. So we're hoping he's not going to do that again. Trying to hit the HE shells on the move, doesn't happen, so I'm going to reload a standard APCR clip. So I'm going to move, I'm playing a bit careful here because I don't want to take one of the TD shells and lose a lot of my hit points. Now the race is a bit of a vulnerable position, I am spotted, so every time I fire I'm inching a little bit, just in case artillery is aiming at me. I only pen the one shot, but I do get the tracks at least, and the teammate does hit him for 276. So I get a little bit of assistance for it. It's a shame I didn't pen him more. Oh, actually, he still tracks. We must have had a poor crew. Almost reloaded, still got the APCR. You saw my gun depress and mess up a little bit there. And now, looking at the minimap, our light tank's getting rushed by 2 other light tanks, and I'm going in to help him. Felix is also going to come over. And right now, I doubt we're going to be able to save our light tank, as the L8 MTV finishes him off, but I'm going to get all 3 rounds into him. Felix is coming over if he's looking at the minimap, and for his second ever game in this tank, he's going to flip himself over again. He's currently on his side, because he's a noob, gives us a little good game there, and gets killed by the enemy light tanks. 2 games he's played in that tank, and in both of them, he's flipped himself over and died like a tit. So that was funny. Get one shot into the LHMTV, trying to finish off the Trailblazer. I unfortunately track him, which means I wouldn't have been able to finish him with the last shot, but the hammer does get 1 shell into him, meaning I can actually finish him off. Now, the issue is they've still got 3 light tanks left, including the LHMTV, who I'm amazed is still alive right now. I'm looking at Trailblazer, but I really need to finish off this guy. Trying to hit him on the move. Thankfully, Batch 12T comes to rescue, and now the Trailblazer's coming in. Just see, this game, quite hectic from the start, as the, basically this is just World of Tanks, the light tanks trying to kill each other. But once you kill all the enemy light tanks, you're in a much more advantageous position. Now our team's quite heavily involved in the town. Now the enemies only have 1 light tank, and it is the Lycan. Very powerful light tank, I actually need to be quite scared of him. And I'm now looking at the mini-map and thinking I should probably go to the town as well. I don't really want to be by myself at the other side. Looking at the Lycan, team shitting him a little bit. I mess up the first shot because I auto-aim like a tit. Hit the second one. Don't quite roll high enough on the last one. And now I've just got to hope that a teammate can finish him off. Now, there's a KV2 round here, which is very scary indeed. And as I'm getting ready for him, I do see the Tiger 2. And if I'm honest, I'd much rather risk getting shot at by a Tiger 2 than I would the KV2. So I hit his track and do 0 damage, but then I do get 2 shots into his lower plates. So far so good, and I'm now down to my last APCR clip. Now my 6th sense is going off, I'm waiting until I'm unspotted. Bog Horror finishes off enemy heavy tank. The Lycan's still alive, but I want to help with the Stone Cold and the KV2. What you're going to see is I go for the KV2, bounce off him I think, but his HE shell misses me, hits the building, but still does a fair bit of damage to me, considering he missed. And now I'm thinking basically just about getting away from here. I want to create some distance from these guys. Gonna start weaving left and right to avoid the KV2 shell, but it is a KV2, so we must bear in mind that he may actually end up hitting me. Misses, I'm leaving, or trying to leave. I've only got one shell left in the magazine. So I just try the Hail Mary shot, just so I can go for a full reload. Now I'm going to be loading heat here, 250mm pen on the heat. I've got 12 of them, and then I've got 4 high explosive shells left. Now I've got the T30, not T30, the T34 here. And basically my plan is to stick with him, and basically just try and help him here, because I need his gun, basically, to get through this. T28 Proto is on low hit points. I was going to push him, but you'll see he's actually looking this direction. Now he did just fire, and I know he's got good DPM. So as I went round for him, our T-34 finishes him off. I try to see if I can get a shot into the artillery, because although artillery scares me, I'm mainly worried for our T-34, because the artillery is probably going to try and hit the heavy tank. So if I could have got rid of him, that's fine. But at the moment, I'm just kind of hoping that the T-34 stays hidden, from the artillery, that is. We know the SU-130PM is over with the artillery, so now we only have to worry about the KV-2 and the light tank, and what I'm going to try and do is spot the light tank and KV-2 for the T-34. Now, like it's on this side, that shot went nowhere near where I was aiming. And I was about to come over here and try and get the artillery, and hope the Lycan came after me because he's a one-shot, but unfortunately the Lycan's actually going for the T-34, so I'm racing back, and I'm actually loading the high explosive clip here. Now remember, 102mm of pen on these high explosive shells makes them very effective. Now the KV-2 has arrived. I'm going to auto-lock him, miss the first shot, but with the second one, I do manage to hit him and do 105 damage, so I don't know if I was able to pan him or if I just did a decent splash. Pick up the Lycan, and now I only have one HE cell left, so I'm going to load the heat clip so I've got my full magazine. Still on the move to avoid artillery. And now our T-34 still has a lot of hit points left, which is ideal, because both me and him can survive a shot from the SU-130PM, and that's the important thing here, because even with 410m view range, I'm going to struggle to spot him if he's got binoculars, because he's got good camo as well, if he's staying stationary or in a bush. Get spotted, turn left and right, almost hits me, but thankfully misses, gets spotted, I hit him on the move. And I said it in the first video, I'll say it again, this thing's actually on the move, it's very nice. Now I'm going to keep these 2 shells loaded, and my plan is, I'm going to wait for the T-34 to get close. I'm going to sit in the bus to make sure that the SU-130PM doesn't pop up. And I actually decided to go for a full reload here. I've told my teammate that I'm going for it. And basically, this T-34 has been playing really well, because I've been trying to keep him alive, and he's actually managed to stay alive, which is very useful. And with us both having a decent amount of hit points, my plan here is this. The SU-130PM cannot one-shot him, and cannot one-shot me. The artillery probably can. So I'm going to jump over this ridge line, ignore the SU-130PM, and go for the artillery. So that the T-34 can safely come over, and not have to worry about being killed. SU-130PM hits me, I get the artillery, miss the SU-130PM, and I'm going to hide behind this rock. And you're going to see our T-34 with its hit points can indeed just come over, not worry about the artillery, survive the shot from the SU. I'm going to poke him from behind a rock and pick him up. So, very good job to the T-34 there. Very grateful he was able to stay alive. And overall, a very nice game for my second game in this tank, and this is kind of when I decided I like this tank a lot. A first class and a mastery. Now the third game I played did not go as well. I'll just tell you that now, a very bad game. But not because of the tank, because of me. 121,000 credits profit, 3,100 damage for the high caliber, over 2,000 assistance, and over 2,000 base XP with 5 kills. So, very nice game this tank, although I was top tier. And the main thing to know about this tank is its accuracy on the move and its high explosive shells are amazing. So, thank you guys for watching, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.